And how you guys doing? This is very important in reference to the history of this situation. You know, I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates, and nothing is for sale either. And you can always figure out who the people are because they're the people that's tried to muscle me. Don't you understand in reference to estates, when a person that owns an estate gets murdered or dies, and the government fabricates against the person that was victimized, every person in government gets investigated. In reference to estates in America, if somebody dies mysteriously, all the people that accusate against the person's death become suspects in the fraud of trying to steal property and land. Do you understand that? So someone will say, well, they were trying to make you sell your property and land, and then they were going to move it. No, nothing is allowed to be sold. Any medical people accusating against me, they get prosecuted. Any medical people trying to murder me or trying to injure me, they get prosecuted. Do you understand? Like, say, for instance, if somebody was a wealthy person. Now, this is an analogy in reference to a money tree, where somebody's trying to pick the leaves off a money tree, where they're trying to make a tree look bare and empty. Do you understand that? There's other analogies that coincide with that type of meaning of information. Do you understand? The investigation is on every person trying to muscle me. Every person trying to steal what I'm the owner of. Every person accusating against my intellect. Any person and every person trying to accusate against my health. Any person blocking me from my mother and father's mansions. Any person accusating against me in relationships with friends or other ethnicities or anything. Anybody making up any slander is a suspect. You ever seen the Clue game? The board game called Clue? It's about a person that has a mansion. They've made movies about it. And then they try to find out who the murderers are. Well, that's kind of what a situation is supposed to be in reference to investigating all the people that are blocking me from my money. All the people that are trying to steal my benefits and lawsuit monies that I was supposed to have received. They're the suspects. They're the people that murdered my parents. They're the people that kidnapped me from my mother and father's mansions. Do you understand in reference to estate law? Every single person that tries to do harm to me, or blocks me from my money, or blocks me from the properties, they are all suspects in the murder of my parents. Do you understand that? And we know satellite controllers that have been burning me with satellites, those people are definitely involved in the murder of my parents. Those people have been definitely involved in trying to murder me. Do you understand what an estate investigation is? I'm the owner of the estates of my parents. Any person involved that kidnapped me from the property is suspects of the murder of my parents. These people. Anybody blocking me from my money, blocking me from trust funds, or blocking me from insurance monies in reference to my parents' insurance. Every single person that confiscated illegally or intercepted monies or gifts, they are suspects in the murder of my parents. People blocking my career in the entertainment industry or my notoriety of being a Hollywood A-list celebrity. Those people are suspects in the murders of my parents. Do you understand why nothing can ever be sold? Nothing. Ever. Hands are tied on that. It's carved in stone. It cannot be changed. Any person blocking me from any of my mother and father's properties or grandparents' properties, or any person stealing postal mail from me, such as monies or gifts or checks or credit cards that anybody tried to send to me, they are suspects. And those people need to get charged for charity fraud, money laundering, hiding and stealing credit cards, whoever these people are. People faking and making fake identifications to try to steal from me. People false associating their name with my family name, or them falsely claiming they thought I was somebody else and holding me hostage, and them blocking me from identification that my mother and father's companies tried to send to me. All the thieves are suspects. The people that damaged my teeth, they did that to make up slander. Those people are suspects in the murder of my parents and the fact that they tried to murder me. Do you understand? Any physical injury, whether it's teeth, or anybody pulling out hair, or anybody damaging facial structure, or anybody trying to rape me, or trying to steal my genetics, or trying to steal my penis, or trying to steal my body parts, they are suspects. And they're obviously working for politicians or government people. And people need to know who these people are. And they must get prosecuted for treason in America. And they tried to make up accusations. They'll say, oh, they thought you threatened the president. No, never did. So the president gets charged for not correcting the crimes of his agents and their lies and fabrications. And the president must get charged for endangerment of allowing his agents to make up lies, no matter what administration this shit started at and where it started from. They must get prosecuted for every accusation of them slandering my character and their defamation of character crimes, their public scrutinizing crimes, their lies, their manipulations, their extortion, their sabotages. They are saboteurs. These people are thieves. They are con artists in government. Every single person that's been blocking me from my mother and father's mansions, every single person that has made up falsifications or their activity of endangering my life, they have to be charged. They have to get charged. Their teeth mutilation crimes, them making up lies to damage and to be burning me with satellites as they accusated. Everybody fucking knows the Nazis have tried to steal my mother and father's estates for a long fucking time. Over 60 or 70, fucking over 100 years. Do you understand that? So in reference to anybody conspiring with the liars, people can go to prison for life. Their whole fucking families can go to prison. And they can get deported. Whoever the criminals are. Whether they're white, black, or any color in between. These people have been trying to steal my mother and father's companies and estates and grandparents' companies and estates since the fucking 1800s. Don't fucking play stupid, anybody. These people are violating deeds laws, copywritten laws, copyrights of company names, factual history, and they've allowed these people to use satellites illegally in America as their way of torturing and abusing people and then making up accusations on the person's anatomy. And their activity of making up accusations on the person's behavior, such as them having to bitch and complain. Those politicians playing their satellite water torture, or their satellite electrifying and burning people's mouths and teeth, or them grabbing and sexually assaulting and physically mutilating a person's teeth. Those people need to get prosecuted for their goddamn crimes. That is treason. That is illegal physical contact. And we want the government to explain why in the fuck they thought that they could steal companies and land in America under their administrations, or they had plotted, and then they had tried to make future plans of stealing land and companies and businesses and property from the previous administrations, and that is premeditated crimes of theft and murder that these politicians and these government branches of government had planned during other administrations that they had been tied with. And there has to be court cases against all of them to see which ones was involved, which ones are using the satellites, which ones have caused damage, which ones have stolen money, which person stole genetics, Which person thought they were going to play the control game and their activity of kidnapping me from my mother and father's mansions? There has to be court cases against all these people, whoever they are. It is treason in America, and these people have been funded illegally by people that have been in government under their administrations. They've gotten funded under their administrations illegally, whoever these people are, as their activity and conduct has been criminal, and they have tried to steal everything from me, and they have physically assaulted me and damaged and caused damage on my anatomy is what they have done, and their activity of trying to shit-mouth my beautiful teeth. We need to see their dental records, because I know for a fact, motherfuckers, your teeth was not prettier than mine. And you need to step into court with your fucking dental records, and they need to take an x-ray of your mouth so they can line up to see what your dentistry records really are. So when you bring in a bogus or a fucking forgery of dental records, they can do a body scan of your face and mouth to see if you're a liar, because you are liars, where they can do an x-ray of your mouth to see what the size of your mouth is, to see what size your roots of your teeth were. You people and your fucking mutilations, you should get fucking thrown in prison for the rest of your fucking lives.